Well, just a quick response regarding sin and homosexuality, etc., etc. Back when, in Genesis, God booted Adam and Eve from the Garden of Eden, he said, go forth and propagate. Now, it could be just my warped view on things, but if God did, in fact, create man and woman and told them to go forth and propagate, wouldn't God know, being omniscient, exactly what's required for a man and woman to propagate? So if you bump uglies with somebody and you're trying to make a kid, and you actually do make a kid, how is that child born in sin? By following God's command. Does that make any sense whatsoever? I didn't think so. Now, about homosexuality. If it's such an abomination to God, why isn't it in the Ten Commandments? You know what I mean? Thou shalt worship the Lord thy God with all thy heart and with all thy might. Thou shalt have no other gods before me. Remember the Sabbath. These are things that he considers worse than homosexuality. Robbing, murdering, bearing false witness, adultery, covetousness, honoring thy father and mother. I would say all of these things are worse. Failing to do these things are worse in the eyes of the Lord too. Why do I say that? Well, if you take the literal word of the Bible, the Ten Commandments were etched in stone. David O. Selznick, I believe that was the director. No, I'm sorry, Cecil B. DeMille, doing that whole greatest story ever told, the Exodus and whatnot, did a nice graphic representation. God etched it with his own finger. These sins are obviously worse than other ones because he took the time to write them with his own finger. If you believe the literal word of the Bible. Why is the outrage on those things worse than for homosexuality? Makes you pause and wonder, doesn't it? So, well, just a short little vid pointing out the flaws in the Bible. I know I'm a sweet guy, huh? Well, have an adequate day.